So what if getting old wasn't inevitable? Not wrinkles, no grey hair, the actual biological aging of your cells. Well, this week, one biotech company convinced investors to put $435 million behind that idea. The company is called NewLimit, and it just raised one of the biggest funding rounds we've seen in biotech this year, pushing its valuation to roughly $3.1 billion. Now, here's the strange part. They don't even have a product on the market. They don't have any approved drugs. And yet investors are piling in. But why? NewLimit is working on one of the most ambitious ideas in modern biology. Can we reverse cellular aging? As we age, our cells don't forget who they are. A liver stays a liver cell, but they do gradually lose function. Genes switch on and off in the wrong patterns. Damage accumulates. Tissues, they become less effective. Disease risk increases, but NewLimit's approach is called epigenetic reprogramming. The idea is that aging isn't just wear and tear. It's partly an information problem. If you can restore the correct genetic instructions inside an old cell, you may be able to make it behave more like a younger one again. Think of it like restoring a corrupted operating system without replacing the computer. According to the company, they've already developed a prototype medicine that can reverse signs of aging in old human liver cells, and now they expect to enter human clinical trials next year. So their first target isn't immortality, it's liver disease, which is probably a smart move, because regulators don't really approve drugs for just being old. They approve drugs for treating diseases. But if this technology works, the implications could be enormous. Today we treat heart disease, cancer, diabetes, dementia, one disease at a time. But what if aging itself isn't the biggest risk factor behind all of them? Could we eventually target the root cause instead of these symptoms? Of course, there are plenty of reasons to be skeptical here. The longevity field is famous for bold promises and very few approved therapies. Many approaches looked amazing in mice, but have failed in humans. And NewLimit still has everything to prove. But one thing is pretty clear. Some of the world's biggest investors are no longer asking whether or not aging biology is worth pursuing. They're asking who's going to crack it first. Judging by this week's funding round, they're willing to spend billions to find out. Because the biggest market in human history might not even be healthcare, it might be time itself.